Moses was commanded to take a census of the tribe of Levi by clans and families, counting every male a month old or over. Levi had 3 sons named Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The Gershonite males a month old and over were found to be 7,500. Moses counted 8,600 Kohathite males a month old or over. Finally, there were found to be 6,200 Merarite males a month old and over. The total number of Levite males a month old or over was found to be 22,000. Gershon fathered Libni and Shimei, and their descendants were under the command of Elisaph, the son of Lael. The Gershonites were charged with the tapestries, coverings, fixtures, and ropes of the tabernacle. Additionally, they were to do maintenance on them. Furthermore, Eleazar the priest was the supervisor of the holy place. Kohath fathered Aram, Yizhar, Hebron, and Uziel, and their descendants were under the command of Elizaphan, the son of Uziel. The Kohathites were in charge of the holy furniture, vessels, the basin, and altar of burnt offering. Additionally, they were to do maintenance on them. Merari fathered Malchi and Mushi, and their descendants were under the command of Zerel, the son of Abikal. The Merarites were in charge of the frames, crossbars, posts, sockets, and fittings of the tabernacle. Additionally, they were to do maintenance on them. The Levites, to recap, were to camp around the tabernacle's courtyard. The Gershonites were to camp from the western courtyard wall out toward the border of their encampment portion. The Kohathite clans were to camp from the southern courtyard wall out toward the border of their encampment portion. The Merarite clans were to camp from the northern courtyard wall out toward the border of their encampment portion. Moses, Aaron, Eleazar, and Ithamar were to pitch their tents close to the gate of the courtyard, which was on the eastern courtyard wall. Just as had been stated in Genesis 32:12, the Eternal One said through Hosea that the children of Israel shall be as the sand, which can be neither measured nor counted. After making peace, the house of Israel and the house of Judah would be united. At that time, they would appoint a leader over them. It would be at that time that the day of Jezreel, or the era when the crimes of blood would be avenged in the Jezreel Valley, and that the name of the valley would be a peaceful name again. The judgment would be a sign of redemptive restoration, as the men would be called my people and pitied. However, for now, Hosea would rebuke the Jewish people for their spiritual infidelity. If they would not remove their spiritual prostitution from them completely, Adonai would severely and completely punish them with making them stripped of blessing and having no mercy for their descendants. They have wanted to be blessed with benefits from people and things other than Him. He would make them fall to the point where they had no choice but to return to Him. Eventually, He would return blessing to them for returning to Him. They would call him their spiritual husband and no longer their master. He would remove all traces of Baal from them and make a covenant between himself and them, with all creation standing out as witnesses. Additionally, he would betroth himself to them in righteousness, faithfulness, justice, grace, and compassion perpetually. The King of the universe would answer the sky, which would send rain. The earth would respond to the rain by yielding the people with corn, wine, and oil in Jezreel. The valley would be where all these blessings would be sown at. This would be a sign of him having pity on the non-pitied, and declaring, "Not my people," as "You are my people." When he would call them my people, they would respond with, "You are my God." Hosea 2:1 or 1:10 through 2:22 or verse 20. Just as the body has many different parts, the church needs Messianic Jews and Christians with these varying functions to evangelize and serve the Master. The Christian who is serving in the seemingly least important way is just as essential as the presbyter who leads his parish. Great dignity is shown typically to those serving in the least important way, just as the least important parts of the body are often the ones we adore more. This is, in a way, a reflection of what Christ said concerning the kingdom, and that the least would be the greatest. Now, just as an injured body part can make the whole body suffer, a Messianic Jew or Christian that is suffering makes the whole church suffer, or at the very least, his parish suffer. By divine order, the functionality of the church is set up from first to last: emissaries, prophets, teachers, miracle workers, healers, helpers, administrators, and those who speak in various tongues. 1 Corinthians 12:12 through 31.